Here we have the Yamaha THR100H Dual. This is a 100-watt dual amp. This amp does things that no other amp on the market can do in one single unit. This is 2 amps in one. So you have your own input, your own output, your own effects loop, your own controls. It has a direct out as well as its own speaker output. So it truly is 2 amps in one. In true THR fashion, this has the VCM virtual circuit modeling. So the sound is incredible, the feel is incredible, and you can make this amp do pretty much anything you want to do. When you combine 2 amps together, it just opens up so many new possibilities, and you can assign effects to 1 amp or both amps at the same time. We're using it at the moment in its simplest form. So I've just got a guitar that's just going into input 1, and then we're going into the 212 THR cabinet, and we're going to have both amps coming out of both speakers. It's like using it as a dual channel amp that you can combine. You can split these, go into each speaker individually with its own direct output to the PA, so there's no need to mic up, and the head will support impulse responses as well. Just on the first amp here, you've got 5 different amp models, solid, clean, crunch, lead and modern, and it's essentially varying levels of gain. On the back panel, you have different tube selections and different class selections. So you can have A or AB, very different feel dynamically. You combine that, the different amp models with the different tube types, the different class types, you've just got a world of possibilities. Firstly, it's like so lightweight. It's ridiculous, it's laughably lightweight. And you don't need to have it plugged into a speaker cab. So I've set the amp up. We'll just use the foot switch and the existing settings to show you how many different sounds you can get without even touching the amp. So amp 1, I have set to clean. On the back panel, I have the tube type set to KT88. You got a choice of 6V6, EL84, KT88, EL34, or 6L6. It's set to Class A, and it sounds like this. Really sweet, beautiful, clean sound. Amp 2, I have set to the lead, a little bit of distortion on that, a bit more mids, and we're set to 6L6s on the back panel and Class A. And because of the VCM modeling technology, that cleans up great sounds like that. You can really hear how this responds to different pickups and pick attack as well. So with a humbucker bridge, go to the single coil neck, cleans up with the volume control. And with your pick attack as well, really responds well. So So that's just amp 1, amp 2, the basic sounds. You've got a booster for each channel as well. You've got a choice of 3 different boosters. It's just USB out to your computer, and you can tweak the booster. You can also change the reverb. We have 4 different types of reverb in there, and that's where you load up your different impulse responses for the direct output. So really, really handy features depending on what external effects you're using. The effects loop has a separate dedicated foot switch as well. The foot switch is included in the price. Back to amp 1, clean channel, and the booster that we have set on here is what in the software you'll see is the white booster. So a very, very simple, clean boost, and it does this in the amp. With the booster engaged, does what a clean boost should do, just kind of pushes the front end of the amp into a little bit of gain. So again, without. And with. go to channel 2. And with the booster, the booster I've got set up in here is what we call the overdrive, so more of a distortion pedal. There's also the good old garden variety green overdrive pedal in there, and you just choose whichever one suits you. So we've got a bunch of sounds right there. Amp 1. And one with the booster. Amp 2. Amp 2 with the booster. Where it starts getting really cool is when you combine both amps together. So, amp 1, amp 2, both of them. What's really cool about that is you can get the most saturated gain sound in here, add a little bit of a cleaner, brighter amp to it, and you just get that clarity back where you might lose it with kind of really fat gain sounds. But combining the two amps together, it gives you so much more for your tonal palette. And the beautiful thing with this amp is, because of the different tube types as well, and the different class types, you've got all these sounds on the front panel, you add that to the back panel, and all of a sudden, you can tweak to your heart's content. This amp is really truly about making your sound. There's two versions. This is the 100H D, and then there's the single amp version, which is exactly half of this, still 100 watts. You just get one amp model to choose from, and your booster and your reverbs. Two different cabinet options. There's the 212. These are mismatched speakers as well. So we have a Eminence Legend and a Tonka, and the single 12-inch version sounds fantastic as well. Like I say, foot switch included, switchable reverb. There's nothing to not love about this amp. And if you are a really old school tube guy, I can't encourage you enough to go and check this thing out, and you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised. Thanks for watching. Go and check them out in store now.